Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Yesterday I received this package in the mail from Classic Bike Rice from Germany. And inside are lots of cool goodies, including a super cool Heckweck Tail Tidy and a Rizoma 3-in-1 blinker set. And today in this video we're going to do a small unboxing of all these cool parts. We're going to install them on the Scrambler 1200X. And I will also throw in a comparison with the old Tail Tidy and light set that I have installed right now. Let's go! The package came with plenty of goodies. The Tail Tidy itself, all the nuts, bolts and cables you'd need for installation, and even a neat little number plate light. I'd also ordered Rizoma 3-in-1 taillights to go with it. They looked great on paper, but I ran into some issues during the install, which you'll see later in this video. In the end I swapped them for Motone PICO 3-in-1 LEDs, and honestly I think they suit the bike even better. Installing the Tail Tidy itself wasn't too bad at all. With a bit of mechanical confidence and a steady pair of hands, this is definitely something you could do at home. Tool-wise, you don't need much. A good Allen and Torx set, pliers and maybe a small electric saw like a jigsaw. As usual, doing any work on the rear fender like installing a Tail Tidy starts with removing the inlet tray. That's the little section that houses the USB charger. And since I was also installing new taillights, I had to disconnect the power cables at this stage too. Removing the actual fender itself is a breeze. Just one tip, be careful with that last bolt. As soon as it comes loose, the whole fender detaches from the bike, so give it some support and catch it before it drops. The fiddliest part was dealing with the lower interior trim. As part of the install you need to cut that piece in half, because the lower section is reused and combined with the metal plate that Rice provides. Together they form the new rear fender. At first it felt a little wrong sawing into an original part, but it really is part of the design. And a quick cut, some light trimming and everything lined up super nicely. Well, I say nicely, it actually took quite a bit of fitting, refitting and trimming to get it fixed properly. But it was mostly on me because I didn't have a proper look at the supplied image and thought I could just figure it out myself. Well, you live and learn. And once fitted, it looked surprisingly OEM, just much cleaner and tidier. After drinking my third coffee of the day, it was time to tackle the number plate bracket. The first step was disassembling the old fender, because I wanted to reuse a few parts for the new setup. Mainly the universal indicator holders, so I could mount the indicators neatly alongside the number plate. At the same time, I decided to move the Rizoma indicators I'd fitted at the rear up to the front, since I still had the bulky original ones up there. Two birds with one stone, as they say. Once the old parts were stripped off, fitting the new bracket together was straightforward. Every piece was included in the kit and the steps were simple to follow. I also ordered a fresh number plate. My old one had way too many holes drilled in it over time, so it felt good to start with a clean slate. You'll see me wiring in the Rizoma 3-in-1s here, but as I mentioned earlier, I eventually swapped them for the Motones. Since the installation process is identical, I kept the footage in. Attaching the bracket to the Heckweck fender was easy as well. Both the bracket and the tail tidy were designed to fit together really nicely. I actually enjoyed this step because it tied everything together, and the final design was already starting to look very promising. Now here's where things went sideways for me. You'll see me wiring up the Rizomas here. When I hooked everything up to the Rise harness, the indicators immediately threw an error. Brake light worked, tail light worked, but as soon as the blinkers went on, the whole system failed. The fix was actually pretty simple. Just a pair of 5-watt resistors between the harness and the light cables you see here on the video. But of course, at the time I thought the Rizomas were faulty, so I replaced them with the Motones, only to find out the same problem happened again. Silver lining though, the Motones look better on this bike anyway, I think, so it all worked out in the end. After knowing that the resistors actually worked and the system was performing how it should, I could enjoy the last steps of installing the tail tidy. Tying everything neatly together with tie wraps, making sure the wiring was tucked away and secure. Once everything was sorted, I stepped back to compare the new Heckweck Tail Tidy with the old setup. Now, I did like the old one. That tail light gave the bike a bit of character, I really liked it. But the overall shape always looked a little off to me. It didn't really fit the style I was chasing. The Heckweck design though, it just works. It's sharper, it's more aggressive. And more importantly, it shifts the focus forward, putting more visual weight on the front of the bike. It also makes the Hitchcox exhaust pop more, which is exactly what I wanted. So yeah, I'm really happy with the result, but what do you think? Does this setup look better than the old one? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps out. Cheers!